Good afternoon, guys, and happy Thursday to all of your sunshiny faces, guys. We have part of our living room put together. Oh my goodness, guys. Look it, we have reclining sofa, love seat, or I guess they're love seats. We also have our bar stools put together because, well, all this other junk that's around here, yeah. And this is like being moved, and so there's like that's stuff from making these, and oh my goodness, guys, everything's out of place right now. We're mounting the TV up there, but it's still over here right now. And then we have the other one over here, and I'm obviously sitting in this one, but yeah, these two bar stools are going to be, actually we're going to make a bar here, and so this will be bar stools for that, for in the kitchen, and then this will, you'll actually be able to see the TV, which will be mounted up here, because we're not eating in these couch cushions, or like on these couches, because we're not, like, you know, we spent money on them to make sure they're nice, so we're keeping them nice, and that's going to be for eating on, and not like, you know, if you want to have a snack or whatever, go over to the little stool thingy over there. Like, I mean, like, I feel like popcorn, maybe something like that, you know, like for a movie or whatever is okay, but like dinners and stuff like that, because like honestly though, I kind of agree, like when I eat, I need to multitask and do something else. Like, unless I'm like, we're all sitting together for dinner or whatever, like I can't just sit at the kitchen table by myself and not doing anything, like eating, like, or something like that. Like, I gotta be sitting at my desk and like working on something, or in my bed, and like, you know, I'm really bad about eating in bed. I do that like way too much. But like, and I'll sit in here and like watch TV or whatever, because I'm watching the Cubs game since it went till stinking midnight tonight almost. Started at 7 o'clock. They ended up winning, guys. They won by like, oh my gosh, just barely. Like, you don't even know how many times too they got out of like bases loaded situations, or like only let one run in, but they ended up winning only 9-8. Oh my goodness, it was a crazy game, guys. They were up 1-0 in the first, then in the third, I think they were down 4-1 or something like that, and then they ended up scoring. It was 4-3. They came back, and then it was like they racked up, it was like 9-4, then it was like back, like then they were at like 9-8 was the final, like I said. Oh my gosh, it was crazy up and down, and like it was the 5th game of the series too, so oh my gosh, it was crazy. So I'm actually just finishing up. I got 2 more listings I have to do for work today, and then I'm going to actually take a shower and head to bed, because I don't need to be up too late tonight. I actually went to bed really late last night, because I told you guys I was really bad about staying up and watching YouTube last night, but it was also because I was finishing my dinner. Like I was telling you guys, I'm really bad about eating in bed, but I was finishing my dinner last night, and I finished it so late because of when we got back from running to Jewel last night. So yeah, and then I was watching YouTube, and then I got totally distracted and was watching it for like, I was like, I'm just gonna finish this playlist of videos that I was watching, and it ended up taking me to like almost like 1 or like 12:30, and then I took a shower by like 1 o'clock and wasn't in bed until like 2 or something. It was crazy. So yeah, but guys, these recliners are so stinking cool. So the things pop out of them, which hopefully I can show you guys. I think I told you guys we thought they were motorized. Oh my gosh. So we thought they were motorized, but they actually weren't. So this is like the thingy pulls out here. I have my thing, and then the back tilts back too. But actually Matthew moved this when he was putting the chairs together, the bar stools together, so it's kind of up against the window, but they actually don't like lay out super far. They like pull more forward when they come out, if that makes sense. So they're not really like, they don't come out that far, but we got like weird, like they don't fit well enough in here. They're way too big. So yeah, but my mom was like, well, we have to get 6, because originally she wanted to get a 3-seater and a 2-seater. She's like, but if we have guests over, like it's impossible, like where are they gonna sit? So decided to get 3 2-seaters, and they don't fit very well in here. Oh my goodness, guys. And like the thing is too, she's like, if they were just like a couple of like inches smaller or something like that, we could like fit them a little bit better in here. But yeah, we still have to do, like I said, a lot of rearranging in here. We might be able to kind of fit things, like weasel things around just a little bit to get them to look a little bit more aesthetically pleasing, because they're just not, like, they look awkward in here and like big and bulky, and the space that we have in here like isn't the best. But yeah, guys, we're finally doing our home makeover stuff. It's finally actually happening after like so long. And the like ridiculous thing is too is that, like, okay, the toilet, which we only got put in like this past winter, we had for like I don't even remember. Like the bathroom, we've been trying to do the bathroom for like 2 years probably, almost. Like we bought the toilet, we were like, okay, we need a new toilet, because the other one was like, it wasn't broken, but like it kept running, the water kept running in it. And so we ended up, well, in the bathroom sink broke too. And then we got the new faucet put on that, but we bought a new, like a whole new thing. And Matthew's obviously, I told you guys, painting in there and stuff like that, or he's done priming in there. But like the toilet, we've had it since like I think 2 springs ago, and then we didn't get put in until this past winter. And then because we had to get the what was it, like the subflooring had to be redone in the bathroom too, so we had to wait to do that. And then we had to do, we're going to do the other, like we did it in just like a piece or something like that. Now we're going to do the other part of that over by like the, when we do the replacing the sink that's in there too, because we bought a new sink. So that's going to be replaced, like, and we bought that, like, again, probably like earlier this spring or something like that. And we never got that, like, put in yet, because we're going to prime and then fix, like, I don't even know, but kind of out of order. But my dad's thing was he didn't want to get like new like paint on it, but since it's actually I think going to be smaller than the one we have, it might not, I don't know. Anyways, guys, yeah, it's just such a headache because of all the stuff that's like going on and being moved and being put together, and like all stinking kinds of stuff is going on. So yeah, the TV is kind of like the next big thing that has to get done. Like my dad's gonna probably do it this weekend because it's gonna be hung. I actually don't know for sure now. I think we're hanging it there, but we have to see if it actually works on the mount that my mom got, and if it doesn't, we're buying a new TV, because like this TV in here is actually, okay, here would be the nice thing, guys. If we get a new TV for in here, this TV goes upstairs and I get the upstairs TV like for my room. That would be really nice, which I don't really mind because my TV is like fine for my room. Now that it's moved closer to my bed, I can see it, but regardless, if it doesn't fit the mount, then we're gonna have to get the new one, like I said, for in here, and we might get a little bit of a smaller one. I'm not sure. I don't think it's going to be like bigger than the one we have, but like I told you guys too, like all of our, with the exception of just the one Xbox One, all of our other like Xboxes and gaming systems and stuff like that's upstairs, like in the Matthew and Jack / family room, because we just have the one Xbox in here, which is really like for Netflix or YouTube and like kind of for gaming too, but we really only use the one upstairs for that. Like sometimes we will, but, or if like 2 people want to play something at once or whatever, because some online ones are only 1 player that Matthew and Jack like play or whatever. So like, you know, if nobody's using the TV, but mainly it's for like watching TV and stuff like that. So that's why this room is going to be more like the movie room kind of thing going on in here. But yeah, and then on top of that too, we have a surround sound, but the puppies chewed the cords for them. So my dad is actually going to splice and run new cords for in here so that we can have surround sound in here. We're doing like a cool little bar thing too, but like it's finally like now all of our projects that like we finally like buckled down. Like these have been projects that I've talked about with you guys too, and I'm like, oh yeah, well, like we're gonna do, I told you guys too, even when my mom got the coffee bar thing, how we were gonna do the little coffee bar thing over there, and like telling you guys like all about all the stuff that we're doing, and like finally like it's actually starting, because it's been like months upon months that I know a really long time ago, I told you guys, I was like, oh, we're going to do the little bar area thing, like breakfast bar thingy that's going to go over here, that's going to like come up from this wall kind of and jet out like a little coffee bar or island kind of thing. And I know like I said that like a couple months ago, but originally what my mom was going to do was, because we had that, the coffee bar was here, and then she was going to have it like kind of loop around that way and actually come like back around on this side. But in reality, that didn't really seem to work out, especially now with these things in here. So we're just going to do like a little like over the top so you can still sit there and eat and kind of things like that. And it will add a little bit extra counter space too, which will be nice. And I'm not sure what my mom bought to use for that, but anyways, though, yeah, that's what we're gonna do for that. But I told you guys about that like either like last spring or last winter or something like that, and like we're finally now able to, like, we have the stuff for it, or my mom ordered the stuff for it. Finally now I've like got the stuff measured, like all finally done all that kind of stuff. But it's like crazy though too, because all of our projects are like all coming together now, like one after another, all at the same time. And like the new fridge and the new stoves coming and like all kinds of stuff. And it's like all the stuff that like has just been taking, like, that we've had on our to-do list and stuff like that we're gonna do is finally like being done. And it's just like, it's overwhelming though, because it's all at one time. And it's, yeah, a headache a little bit. But I did get to laundry today, and I did do dishes today, and we went to football practice. We actually had one of the coaches he coached last year, but he was like super helpful, and he was like a line coach. Oh my gosh, guys, he was like, he totally like inspired these kids. And like after yesterday's practice and like it being rainy and like them kind of goofing off and just not, their attention just was not there, and like all kinds of other stuff, I was just like, you know, I was just feeling like this is whole week practice wise is kind of going to be a bust. But like he had them like such on track and like so focused and stuff like that. I was like, this is so refreshing. I was like, because normally I'm the one that's like yelling at them and like keeping them trying to keep them motivated, because my dad just like talks and talks and talks, and then they lose focus and then they're not paying attention anymore. But he's like very like, I don't know, like Matthew was saying, like one of his old coaches. And then my dad, like the way I felt like their coaching style was very complimentary, because my dad and the one coach, and like, well, there was three of them mainly, and the one coach was like just the head coach, and he kind of like oversaw everything, kind of like told him knock it off or whatever. But then the other coach, like, he'd just be like, do this way, and then my dad would go over there and explain to them why they're supposed to do this way. But he was like the real mean, intimidating kind of coach, and I felt like their coaching styles complemented, but now nobody is really there to compliment my dad's coaching style. And so I feel like we have too many kids that just aren't paying attention, goofing off or whatever. And they did this really cool, like, I felt like it was not a team bonding drill, but like it was a fun, they did like a tire, what was it called? Like a tire tug of war. So like they used the tires and they pulled and to see who could get the other kid across. Like a tug of war, but you just use the tire instead of a rope. And so like it was really fun to like them to all kind of be, you know, like teammates and like, you know, bonding kind of thing. And then we did for conditioning a what was it called, a partner mile. So each person only runs one lap, but or I'm sorry, 2 laps, and 4 laps is 1 mile for the track. So we ended up doing like, so one kid ran 2 laps, the other partner ran 2 laps, so in total they ran a mile. So it was, yeah, that was practice for today. But then watched the Panthers, and they ended up losing by like about a touchdown, I think. The Hawks lost their first official game, not in overtime, because they did lose in overtime, but they lost 5-2, I think. And then the Cubs though won. So I guess the team that was most important to win, because this was the big game, you know, game 5 that they won. So they're moving on playoff wise. But I will see you guys all in tomorrow's vlog. If you guys did enjoy today's, make sure you guys give it a big old thumbs up. If you guys are new, we'd love if you'd subscribe, and I'll see all of your sunshiny faces tomorrow. So bye guys.